Hello everyone, it is go time. We're going to use Cisco DNA Center to troubleshoot some user connectivity. Let's just jump in and get started. Grace has contacted us and asked us for help. So I'm going to go ahead up here to my little search button and I'll click on that search. And we're going to type in Grace. And check this out. This is using the Cisco ISE, which is Cisco ISE or Identity Service Engine, and is hooked together to see Grace's devices and even her user account. We're going to go straight to her user account, and we're going to click on User 360. Now, when this opens up, I love the power. We've got 24 hours of visibility by default right here, tracking Grace's devices. We see Grace Smith's iPad, her iPhone, and a PC. We're going to go ahead and click on the iPhone. When we click on the iPhone, this is going to load up and show us some awesome information. The Cisco DNA Center recognizes that Grace's phone is an iPhone 7. Her MAC address is shown right here. Here's her IPv4 address, IPv6 address, VLAN ID of 120, and Grace is currently connected. The last seen, time and date, as well as even the current network device that Grace is connected to, the access point that's an AP4800. And there is the wireless SSID that Grace is joined with. Now check it out. We can actually see some things inside of here, such as health and the events. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to use this in just a little bit in order to try to take a look at some of the complaints that Grace is having on connectivity. Maybe it's over here in this red area. Let's go see and take a look down below. So there's a couple of issues listed regarding Grace's device. We can see right here, client disconnected. All right, dual band capable client. Oh, Grace's device prefers 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. Maybe it's a range issue. You know, if it's a dual band device that supports both, and 5 gigahertz may be a faster speed for her to connect on, why is her device preferring 2.4? So again, possibly a range issue that we'll take a look at. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here, and here is Event Viewer. And with Event Viewer, we might be able to get a better view of what's going on regarding Grace's device. On the right side here, we can get detailed information on any item that we click on. Here's a broadcast read key that's shown up in red. So I'm going to expand the broadcast read key, and let's get a closer look at this. Looks like there's a key exchange issue. I can click on that, and with the key exchange issue, this is a 4-way keyway timeout. So it looks like there's a timeout occurring regarding some type of authentication that's going on between Grace's device and our wireless network. So if I scroll down a little bit more, we've got things like path trace, application experience, and then of course detailed information for connectivity. But take a look. With integration for iOS, there's even iOS analytics that can come into play here specific for iOS devices. Powerful, huh? Well, let's scroll up to the top, and we're going to take a look at something that's really cool called Intelligent Capture. I click on Intelligent Capture, and this is going to load. Once this loads up, we get a live view with a heat map of Grace's device and her moving through the office building and being able to see all those access points that are deployed. That's powerful in itself, and I can actually scroll and look at a specific timestamp regarding where Grace was at that location during times of, let's say, events that have occurred. So I can even search based off of only anomalies that have occurred regarding Grace's device on the network. And again, this is not for all devices. We're focusing on Grace Smith's iPhone right now. This is true power, and it is awesome. We can take a look and see the signal-to-noise ratio. We can see the floor level, decibels. And if I scroll down a little further, what we want to get at is even take a look at the different type of packets and applications that Grace's device is using back and forth across the network. So when we talk about full troubleshooting down to the user across a live corporate environment with over 70-some network devices and hundreds, if not thousands, of users, we have Cisco DNA Center that can take care of us. And let me show you the power behind how it takes care of us with users and the network devices. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Anomaly. And with Anomaly selected, we only see those issues here on the left side. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on Broadcast Read Key, which is our timestamp of 9:56 and 30 seconds in the AM. Now the neat thing is it's going to pull up information regarding that event, including that heat map at that time. Now if I scroll down here, we'll have the heat map where Grace's iPhone was, but even below that, we've got an auto packet analyzer, and this is going to be showing us messages where we have triangles that are up and triangles that are down. And triangles that are in the up form are Grace's device talking with the wireless network. When we have triangles coming from that down, That's going to be coming back from the wireless network itself. So we can even go into the analytics of analyzing the messages between the wireless access points and the wireless LAN controller and Grace's iPhone itself. This is the true power that sits behind all of our troubleshooting and gives you that visibility using Cisco DNA Center. Now you may say, I see these GUI tools for troubleshooting. I've got my power and command line. I know how to troubleshoot using my show commands as well as my tools for my troubleshooting toolkit. But when it comes down to it and talking about large enterprise deployments and what Cisco DNA Center was designed to handle, imagine the cost that would exist of troubleshooting 800 users on a network over the point of a year. What it comes down to is you take a look at something as basic as a trace route. With traceroute in Cisco DNA Center, you can get instantaneous feedback, results, and analytics. With traditional CLI, a traceroute, and actually understanding, going through it, and making sense of it, would take you about 6 minutes on average. You're talking 6 minutes of savings immediately. Now imagine doing a traceroute 25 times in a week. That would save you about 2.5 hours per week. Times, many weeks in the year, would save you about 15 days. Just regarding using traceroute. When you talk about onboarding users and onboarding devices with the same type of scenario, we've got a 15-minute average savings of using Cisco DNA Center versus traditional command line. And again, it adds up over a year. We're looking at 30 days of troubleshooting saving. To the end, when we go straight to the last one here of site visit, not having to go on site because we have Cisco DNA Center that can run in the cloud or on a network server, and then the traditional savings of 3 hours of time. Occurrence, maybe once every 2 weeks, hence it's marked as 0.5, and that would save you 9 days of on-site visits each year. This adds up to about 90 days of troubleshooting saving. There's only 365 days in a year, and imagine getting 90 days of just ease of troubleshooting because of Cisco DNA Center. The power is here, and this tool is amazing. Get started and do some research and study on the Cisco DNA Center.